Hi everyone, welcome to another smashing video session. I am Soji. In this video, we shall all be looking at how to reveal all the Wi-Fi password stored on our computer. We are going to be able to find and view the wireless network profiles and reveal eventually or disclose the secret key with which that computer connects to a wireless network. So our aim at the end of this video is to divulge and be able to expose that Wi-Fi passphrase. To do this, we're simply going to deploy a very beautiful and by default a tool provided by most OSs, but in this case the Microsoft Windows 10 comes with it by default. So we're going to use the network shell utility that allows us to configure and display either locally or on a remote computer the status of various network communications. So how does this happen? Whenever you connect to a wireless network, your operating system, be it Windows, Mac OS, or Linux, all of these operating systems have a way of storing these profiles and the wireless communication settings in a specific part of the operating system. So we're going to use network shell to reveal that password. We're going to use network shell program or command line program to simply reveal that program. So why do we do this? Sometimes we may need to find our wireless network password. For example, you may have forgotten how you connected to a particular network, be it at work, at a conference center, or it could be somewhere else, even at home. We may just forget. We may also want to share the same password with our friends or colleagues. And for some of us who have been in the IT world, especially in the days of my desktop support, I would need to connect a client quickly to an existing wireless network. So how do I do that? I simply use this tool to expose the existing passphrase. So let's quickly see how we can do this. Everyone, go to the command prompt with me quickly. Let's launch the command prompt. I'm going to leave all of these commands at the description or section below, so we can just simply copy and adjust or modify to suit our environment. Now let's quickly go on to the start menu or use the and locate the command prompt. Locate the command prompt and you type what? The first command is to create a folder. We can make dir and we create it at the root of C, say my Wi-Fi keys or Wi-Fi keys. Let's make it simple, Wi-Fi keys. Later we shall be using this folder to do what? To export all the profiles and the passphrases for all of those settings that we exported. The next one is we navigate to the folder we just created. What is this folder? Let us see if the folder existed actually. Let's dir C, for example. It's here. So this folder exists, and now what we need to do is called Wi-Fi keys. Can you see it here? Wi-Fi keys. Now we simply move, we cd to that key. Actually, we call it up and just cd to C, meaning change directory to Wi-Fi key, autocomplete. Now we are now on, if you try to dir or list directory, it says it's empty for now. It's just been created this moment, this date. Can you see that? Now we're going to need this. The next thing to do is to look at the third option here. It says Netsh wireless LAN we're going to type this command. Now, how do we know this command? For those of us who are new to command prompt, you want to seek help to see how you can understand the command and its sub-context even more. So I start another instance of PowerShell. By the way, this can be run on PowerShell as well. I start another instance of PowerShell just to see the info or the manual page on how to use the Netshell command. Now let's do this, get this out of the way. Netsh, you type Netsh, or you simply copy that from my description page. Now let's look at this. While that is opening, Netsh wireless LAN. Now put a question mark immediately to see options that are available. It said within this commands in this context you can add. Now let's go back here and we say Netsh first network shell. Let's see what happens. Network shell. What are the available options? Look at a lot. You can use it to show profiles. You can use it to add profiles. You can use it to connect to an existing wireless network. The list goes on and on. We can also add, look at it, add a configuration setting. But this is where we pull all of this from. Now, that out of the way, let's move quickly. Type Netsh wireless LAN. Netsh wireless LAN. Show. Assuming you don't know what comes next, put a help or question mark. We're going to show profiles. So I call up what I've typed before, show profiles. Since the existence of these PCs and connecting to network, this PC has connected to all of these wireless networks. Can you see? So for today, I'm going to concern myself with this one that I have created for classroom purposes only. Now, please, just a little warning. This demonstration is only for educational purposes. Please use carefully and with permissions. Thank you. Now, let's move forward. I'm going to reveal the key for the cybersec created by me in one of my classes. Now, the command will be the next one. It says Netsh show profile. Instead of showing all of them, we narrow our search down to just cybersec 001. So in this case, I'm going to say name equals to cybersec 001. Let's see. The output now shows only what? The profile. It shows only this profile. Can you see? It shows only this profile called cybersec amongst all other profiles. So we narrow this. We want to get the passphrase. Now watch this. It says the name is called cybersec. The connection mode, the user connects or the PC connects automatically when in range of that SSID or when close enough to connect. The SSID name, which is the word security set identifier, the Wi-Fi name, as most people will call it, is cybersec. So every time you connect to cybersec, there is a security key for authentication. Now, the computer stores this using a ciphering method. And this ciphering method is called ticket, meaning when you get to the profile setting, you need a special tool, like what we're going to use today, to be able to reveal all of that hashes, all of that randomization, all of that garbage created by the ciphering algorithm, to be able to present the key in clear text. Now, it says the security key for this cybersec 001 is present. So we go back to our command. We go back to our command simply. Let's go back to our command. We call up what we've typed before. This time we say bring up the key. The command is key equals clear. Now watch this. Something changed. under the key content column, watch, the actual passphrase to connect to CyberSec is what? ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see this? ABCD 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, everyone, please pay attention closely again. We're going to now export this. If you want to view this later, we can simply just export it to that folder we created. Now, the command will simply be what? This time we can export all of them. Let's type this command. We type Netsh. Instead of, hold on. Okay, yeah, good. This time it will be Netsh or network shell export profile space. The key should be in clear text. Clear space. What folder do we want it to be installed on? We type folder equals to C colon. We created one, you remember, just type W and autocomplete. Wi-Fi key is beautiful. And now let's look at this command. It says, use the network shell command, export this profile, all the profiles that we saw before, export them. But when you do that, export them, their keys in clear text, so we can easily see and use it. Now, store it onto that folder called the one we created. Let's see, press enter for the command to run. Now, the command runs. This has been stored somewhere. Let us go and see that now. Go to File Explorer and navigate by point and click quickly because of time. We can just type C here quickly. You can just go C, just for ease. I'll bring up the C drive. When it brings up the C drive, we locate our Wi-Fi keys folder that was created earlier. Now, please, everyone, look at this. Can you see this? All of these have profiles. And they are what? Encryption. The one that really concerns us is the one I created, which is the CyberSec. Look at it. Now, pay attention to this XML. Now, when this opens, we're going to look at this little program or little code. I'm particularly interested in the key material section. Look at it. My password here is revealed as what? A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4, once again. Everyone, I would like to thank you for viewing, and I would like to remind you to please subscribe to our channel and do leave your comment if you find this video interesting. Thank you for viewing.